Hi guys, welcome back. Today I want to talk about my minimal wedding, if you will. I just want to talk about how my minimalistic lifestyle did influence how we planned our wedding. I'm going to just go through some different aspects of the day and the planning process and what I chose to do and how that was influenced by maybe minimalism or my lifestyle or what have you. So let's get into it. First, let's talk about flowers. Flowers were something that I didn't know if I wanted to do for a long time. I wanted to do them because I think flowers are beautiful. I like anything like plant related, nature. But I didn't like the price tag on what I was seeing that people were spending on flowers. I thought it was insane. So while I wanted them, I needed to find a compromise between like blowing the bank on them and having them. What I ended up doing was the week before our wedding weekend, I went down to our local farmer's market and checked out the different flower stalls to see what there was and if there was something within the color scheme of what I wanted and the price range. I found the flowers I wanted. There were these giant bunches of flowers for $8. So we went and got 4 bunches of flowers. So now my outfit, but I did not want to spend a ton of money. And I also didn't want to buy a dress that I could never wear again. And I ended up with a simple dress that I actually found on Poshmark.com. So it's where people sell stuff they own. So it's secondhand, but this one had never been worn. It still had the tags on it. And I fell in love with it. And I'm so happy I got it because it was everything I wanted in one dress. And that was really lucky. I got black ankle boots that I knew I would wear again and again. And then I had a flower crown that I made out of pine from my parents' land, as well as some of those leftover flowers from the bouquets. So it's so easy to go on Pinterest and have these like grand ideas of what you want tables to look like. And I kept the table decorations for the gift table, the drink table, the appetizer table, and the dessert table plain. Like it was just a white tablecloth. But for my table decorations, I knew I wanted something earthy and natural. So I went with pine bough table runners that I got from my parents' land. I made name card holders out of tree branches that I cut into little stumps and my dad sawed a thing in. I also had tea lights on, like tea light candles on the tables, as well as compostable bamboo cutlery and plates and napkins. So for reception decorations, we had a big white tent. We strung borrowed like Christmas lights. I had a seating chart that I made. We named each of the table, like rows of tables, after like a favorite place we had been. We also had hay bale benches around a few bonfires we had outside the tent around a dance floor we had made out of plywood and old pallets. For ceremony decorations, I wanted to keep it very simple. We made wood benches out of planks of wood and stumps of wood from my parents' land. I made signs from scrap pieces of wood that said, like, told people where to go. Parking was 15 minutes away from the ceremony. That was 10 minutes away from the reception. So people needed to know where to go. So I put that all on signs. We camped actually the night before our wedding and the night of our wedding. It was a little chilly, but it was really cool. Sunday morning we woke up, Michael, myself, and our wedding party, and we had, I think, 2 friends that weren't in our wedding party that were there. We all went up to the ceremony site and did yoga with the guy that was officiating the wedding, who was a yoga teacher who is our friend. And that was a really, really awesome experience. So our ceremony was maybe a little bit longer than normal ceremonies are, but there were certain elements that we wanted to incorporate. So once our friend Ben had welcomed everyone, he then introduced one of Michael's best friends to come up and kind of talk about Michael for people that were at the wedding from maybe my side that didn't know Michael that well. And then I had one of my best friends come up and do the same thing for me for people on Michael's side that may not know me that well. One of my bridesmaids, who is one of our like mutual best friends, come up and speak about us as a couple. And then after that, we invited another friend up to introduce the idea of writing your own vows. And then Michael read his vows, put my ring on. I read my vows, put his ring on. I now pronounce you husband and wife. I can't remember what he said. And then it was over fast. It seemed like the reception was an hour long, not even that, like it zipped by. And before you know it, it's just all over. That is what I have to say about trying to keep how we kept our wedding more minimalistic. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, I'll see ya. Bye.